Turns out at the end of the day, I don't like talking politics because I'm not that great at it, but turns out at the end of the day, Bernie Sanders is on the spectrum. That's it, it is. It wasn't anything that he was so, we always thought that he's very, at the end of the day, he's a very authentic person. He's dedicated to how he believes and therefore he doesn't change his mind. None of that is true. Bernie Sanders is neurodivergent beyond the spectrum. So in the early 1980s, he didn't fit in anywhere. So in the early 1980s, he came up with a thing, the oligarchy, millionaires and billionaires. So because of that, he kept on saying the same exact thing in order to fit into society. That's exactly what worked for him. And it's interesting because people on the spectrum, they don't like doing their hair. That sounds familiar with Mr. Sanders, with Bernard. What else? Now, there's nothing wrong with neurodivergent people, obviously, but it's just a way that we always thought that he's a great righteous person. We thought he was like, wow, Bernie never changes his mind no matter what. Turns out he's just a boring person. There's nothing new to say. He came up with something in the early 1980s that allowed him to get attention and to feel part of a group, and therefore he hasn't said anything new. He hasn't said anything new, not because he really believes in what he said, because he doesn't have anything new to say. Okay, every speech is the same with him, every answer is the same with him, everything's the same. Also the rhythm and the way he speaks. Turns out the great Bernie that we all loved, the guy's on the spectrum. Now, he also happens to be a self-hating Jew. He also happens to be a nasty person that doesn't like himself personally, doesn't like his country, and doesn't like his people. And he wants to leave America with the greatest destruction he possibly can in the forms of UEC and Madame Mami and anyone else that he could possibly get to destroy the place because he just don't like himself either. But that's a separate point for the millionaires and billionaires because the guy is just on the spectrum, undiagnosed.